Good morning, this is Mr. Coleman with your latest video in the series Maths Revision Outside the Classroom. This is video number 12 and it's on ratio, suitable for years 7 through to 11. Let us start with simplifying ratios. A ratio of the ingredients for a recipe might be 5:10. 5 divides into both those numbers, so that ratio would simplify to 1:2. In other words, one part of the first ingredient corresponds to 2 parts of the second ingredient. Likewise, if we had, say, 7:28, the largest number that divides into both of those ratios is 7. So we go 7 into 7 goes 1, 7 into 28 goes 4. So it would be 1:4. We had 35:25. Again, those numbers are both divisible by 5. So 35 divided by 5 is 7. 25 divided by 5 is 5. So the simplified ratio is 7:5. We can work with ratios consisting of 3 or more numbers in the same way. For instance, if we have 16:32:48, then all those 3 numbers are divisible by 16. If we couldn't recognize that they were divisible by 16 first, we could divide them all by 2, and that would make them simpler, and then carry on. But because we can see that they are divisible by 16, 16 divided by 16 is 1, 32 divided by 16 is 2, and 48 divided by 16 is 3, so the ratio simplifies to 1:2:3. We can also divide ratios and simplify ratios with different units. For instance, if we have 2 pounds, 50p, 1 pound 50, then we first of all make them all pence, so 200, 50, 150, and then we can divide all those by 50. So 4 into 200 goes 50 into 200 goes 4, 50 into 50 goes 1, 50 into 150 goes 3, so the answer is 4:1:3. Notice we don't quote units in the final answer of a ratio. We could work similarly with meters and centimeters. It's just important, or kilograms to grams, it's just as important to make the units the same before you divide. The units must be the same. So that's simplifying ratios. Now suppose you want to divide a quantity into 2 or 3 ratios. For instance, you wanted to divide 60 pounds in the ratio 3:2:1. You start by adding up the parts, the 3, the 2 and the 1. 3 plus 2 plus 1 makes 6. Then divide the 60 pounds by 6 to get 10. That makes 1 part. 10 is 1 part. So the 3 parts is 30 pounds, the 2 parts is 20 pounds, the 1 part is 10 pounds. So the answer is 30 pounds to 20 pounds to 10 pounds. If we wanted to divide the ratio 5:4 for a unit of 81 kilograms, we would say add the 5 and the 4 to get the 9 parts. We'd go 9 into 81, which goes 9. Then the 5 parts would be 5 9s are 45. The 4 parts would be 4 9s are 36. So the final answer would be 45 kilograms to 35 kilograms. Okay, now suppose you want to write a ratio in the form n:1. That means you want 1 on the right hand side. The way of getting a number 1 is to divide a number by itself. So if we have the ratio 5:4, and we want 1 on the right hand side, we would simply divide both sides by 4. So you get 5 divided by 4, which is 1 1/4 or 1.25, and 1 on the right hand side. So the final answer, 1.25:1. If we wanted a ratio in the form 1:n, we want the 1 on the left hand side. So we divide the left hand number by itself. So if we've got the ratio 7:21, and we want it in the form 1:n, we've got to divide both sides by 7. 7 divided by 7 gives us 1. 21 divided by 7 gives us 3. So the final answer would be 1.3. Likewise, if we had 6 to 4 and we wanted it in the ratio 1 to n, we would have, dividing both sides by 6, 1.4 over 6, which cancels to 1.2/3. It's best in that case to leave it as a fraction, because you would only get a recurring decimal otherwise. Well, those are the key features of ratio. I hope you found this video useful. You should now go and practice some questions on ratio. Good morning.